All right. Hello and welcome everybody to another episode of XN Interviews. I'm your host, XN, and joining me as always is JX. How you doing tonight, man?
I'm good, man. I'm excited to be here and finally be back and have a new guest on the show.
Yeah. It's been a little while, but we're coming back strong. And this week we have a guest from our Discord server, Pinheadious. How you doing tonight, man?
Hi, I'm doing great.
Right on. So what kind of got you into MCOC and and playing, you know?
Oh, let's see. It was the let's see. The month I got my first phone, it was during the MODOK event or whatever. But I didn't really download MCOC until January because when I first got my phone, I saw some ads for the game while I was playing some other minor games on my phone. And then after the Christmas break was over that year, got back to school, and I was talking about it in the lunchroom about how I saw so many games for this Marvel game. And a friend of mine was at the time, he was like, "Oh yeah, I'm playing that game. I'll just download it or something." And basically, I downloaded the game, and while he hasn't really uh, he basically stopped playing the game after a while for some reason or another. But I'm still playing to this day, so here I am.
Okay.
We hear it a lot.
So yeah, what kind of kept you playing? Was it your favorite champions or the community or what?
Uh, let's say it's a community. I'd also like to say that I think I tried deleting the app before, but then I just couldn't keep it deleted. I just kept coming back to the game. So
Um,
guess I'm a
okay,
boomerang here.
what kind of what progression level are you at? Are you a cavalier, a throne breaker?
I'm currently Thronebreaker, and I've got 8.1. Like, I've gone through 8.1 completion, and in terms of exploration, I want to say, let's see, for the act content, I am all the way through to 5.2.6. I think that's where I've stopped in that regard. And then my 100% completion picks up again at 7.1.1 up to through 7.2.5 with the exception of 2.4 with the mercy lane that I still have to deal with. And Bishop's on that path, so that's gonna be fun.
Yeah, everybody loves a bishop.
I do not have an infamous Iron Man on my I do not have an iDoom. So
No, me either. Jay, you got one over there?
Yeah, man. So, how'd you get the name Pinheadious Nelson?
oh, let's see. Yeah, let's see. Funny story. Basically, it was around the same time I started. Actually, no, I think I came up with Pinheadious a year later. Like after playing the game. Funnily enough, Void, who was released in the game when I downloaded the game, he's now an Awakened 6-star in my roster. He was like the second one I pulled. But that's a tangent thing. In terms of getting my name, I was in an art class, I guess, in 8th grade, and I was zoned out for whatever reason, and I was thinking, um, has something to do with my initials, the pin part. So like my original VIP in game, it was pin_the_Avenger. But like Pinheadious, Pinheadious, it came with my thinking about the fact that my initials spelled Pin, and Nielsen is my last name. So there's Pin, and then the Headiest came afterwards, where it's like, oh, I kind of want to do something with the in Pin, and I was like, oh, what could come after Pin in terms of like a name? Then it just came to me at some point, and then it's like, okay, how do I make this a name? Pinhead? That sounds like an insult. Pinheadious. That IOUS. Pinheadious. It just came over time, and that while I was zoned out in that art class.
Very nice.
Kind of works. I didn't like. You have your username as your first and last name. I didn't actually know if that was actually your first and last name, so it's kind of cool. Like, it sounds like a comic book name.
Yeah, kind of like it's yeah, like Doctor Strange. He's never really changed his name, has he? Like, he's an actual comic character, of course. We all know that.
Yeah. I mean, he goes by like Sorcerer Supreme or Stephen Strange, but mostly just Doctor Strange.
Yeah, mostly Doctor
Mm-hmm.
Strange.
Yeah. Um. So, who are some of your favorite characters in game right now?
Oh, in game?
Yeah.
Let's see. Joe Fixit's a fun character to play. Whenever you actually are on a damage increase node, including that self-damaging one, Flare, where you're basically degenning over time, you've still got an increased damage. So combine that with Joe Fixit's lifesteal mechanic, he basically heals faster than he degens, which is probably the reason why I can't remember which quest it is in X7, but it basically had to fight against. Oh shoot! The three options were Nova, Immortal Abomination, and Man Thing, and I can't remember if it's I-Bomb or Man Thing that I was fighting against, but like, um, basically I was, because of the flare node, I just stayed alive. Well, Power Shield was a node as well, so really I had to build up to a special attack and that heal from all that. So there was some stress, but ultimately I don't think I used a single revive on that boss. I think that's one of the few bosses I've never used a revive on. X7. In terms of
Nice.
other favorite characters, I'd say Storm Pyramid X is a personal favorite. She's my only rank 4.
Okay.
Funnily enough, still unawakened. Void, I've got some personal interests in. Haven't brought him up to rank 3 yet. Omega Sentinel's pretty good. Blue Marvel didn't survive past that first round in the first vote. So I voted for Omega Sentinel after he was up there. But now that I have her, and I think her sweet sig level sweet spot is sig 80, so I've got her there as well. Hercules is a personal favorite due to the fact that he's gotten me past so much content. I recently got Scorpion as well.
As a 6-star?
Scorpion, yeah, as a 6-star. Do I
Okay.
have him as a 5-star?
I don't have him as either, so lucky.
Oh, looks like I do not have him as a 5-star, so be me. I did recently pull Quicksilver. I've got like 3 champions that are in game that have been in the votes. I now have them as 6 stars. So And each time it's consecutively, I've gotten them at the same time span after their release. Like when Hercules released 3 months later, when the bearded Cavalier crystals popped up, I pulled him from one of those, and that on side quest Cavalier crystal as well. Within 48 hours, I awakened him, which was honestly pretty weird since the chances of pulling a single 6-star from a Cavalier crystal, let alone same character within a couple of days.
Yeah.
Um,
I just pulled Omega Sentinel and Hercules this month.
nice. Yeah,
Um,
I think you'll be
it was
able
like
to
last
enjoy them a
last
lot.
month and this month. Yeah. Heck yeah. I duped my black cat this month though, off these hot fire crystals that they're giving us for free.
Mhm. Yeah. The honestly, I have been able to benefit from the current unit and gold event that's going on. I mean,
Hmm.
I haven't paid for all the milestones. I don't even have that long name title or whatever that you get if you've completed the whole event to begin with, which at this point you kind of have
Are
to
you talking
pay to
about the
get there.
the guns blazing crystals and all that stuff?
It's the Platinum Palooza. Um,
Okay. Yeah, Platinum Palooza. You got the gold track and the platinum track.
yeah. Uh,
Okay. Did you get your
it's-
a 4-star gold pool? Did you buy the platinum track?
yeah, I bought the track. Um, yeah, I've got a gold pool sitting in my roster, a 4-star. I was never able
Very
to
nice.
pull him from one of those gold crystals, though.
Right. Same. I'm still missing a 5-star gold pool.
Yeah.
What about you,
Oh,
Jay? You got a gold pool?
Yes. Um, I bought that deal to get the platinum track. Got the 4-star. I have a 5-star. And with the trade-in offers that we got, I could use one of my 4 arms to find the missing piece I needed, and I formed the 6-star platinum pool. So pretty exciting.
Very nice.
But yeah, I like it. I'm not. I paid to the point where you get the free 4-star gold pool. So, and then I'm just doing it every day for those extra couple hundred 6-star shirts.
Right.
I was like,
So then they got the Cavalier spin it to win it thing for the 6-star Rocket Raccoon too.
uh huh,
So
yeah. I didn't get. I only got a 5-star out of one of those. I've opened 6 of them. But
okay.
it's cool. You guarantee a rocket, right? So that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I've
yeah,
already
if you
got
play for the
Rocket Awakened.
I've looked at the Platinum Palooza track. Basically, even if you get through all the milestones, you only get like 10 rocket pav crystals.
Hmm.
So you have to get like the other 5 somewhere else, I think.
Yeah, you actually gotta buy it yourself when it comes around.
Yeah,
But
that's like what?
Oh, is that what it is?
hmm
Yeah, like so you have to pay another 1,500 units on top of that, I'm pretty sure.
Hmm.
yeah, but I mean, it's still better. It's better that it's guaranteed at 15 crystals than someone opening 15 crystals and getting not even a single 5-star or 6-star rocket. So
Yeah,
it
but if you
is.
think about it, oh, you're getting like the 2,000 crystals or units for free on top of that with the
Hmm.
past gold
Yeah,
unit offers and stuff.
yeah,
Like it's pretty easy. I'm sitting on 2,000 units right now.
yeah. I'm at 3,000.
Oh, I'm only at 700. I've been kind of using my units here and there to. It's like we've got that catalyst store, and I've been trying to rank up a champion here or there, but I think each rank up is a week apart for me because I'm trying to save my gold.
Yeah. So using the battleground store, it's really good for resources. Like really good.
Yeah, I
Yeah, I've
agree.
been.
I'm sitting on 7 tier 5 basics right now. I'm
Nice.
waiting to take up my first rank 4 6-star.
Nice, me too.
Yeah, as I said, I've got my first rank 4 already. In fact, I think I was trying to decide between her and some other champions. So like I want to say last month, I'm pretty sure. One morning when I went to school, I went up to this random junior and asked him to pick for me, and he just uh told me to pick Storm Pyramid X. So here I am with my only rank 4 being one champion I'm known for in my alliance, since I tend to promote her as well.
What do you like about her?
I think my main thing was because I think I got her as a 6-star right before APOC was released. And of course, when APOC was released, that's when Magneto House of X got his buff. So like the only um stun debuff safety net champion at the time is Storm, because an opponent purifies a stun debuff, they get the passive stun. Now, I don't think it works on some like bullet. No, well, I think it might work on bullet time, but she also has that glance mechanic as well. I also like that she's a good evade counter with the passive cold snap on the special one. Her damaging
Mhm.
debuffs come off the special too, and I don't really care about those that much. She's more of a utility champion for me, with the fact that she is both shock immune and cold snap immune. Not same time, you kind of have to have the Tempest active, but really good with those. Like the prowess buffs, they're pretty good. Looks like my not 4 stars, 6-star rank 4 has 1,466 energy resistance, so let's get some energy resistance there. Her attacks deal energy damage, so she's a pretty solid Korg counter. Because Korg, you basically have to it's have to deal energy damage in order to not take damage.
Right.
Let's see, is there anything else? Uh, Honestly, I really like the glancing she gets from the Ice Tempest, so I mostly use that.
Okay.
Um, let's see. I think that's basically the gist of it, is that she also has the special 2 burst of damage, but like not many people were too excited about that when she first released because of the needing to land crit damage or whatever to win those fights. But,
Okay.
but here we
Um,
are today with Rintra, who doesn't have a good crit rate either, and people love him a lot. So,
Rentra, I think, has just really good utility, and it
he,
could be the same said to with what is it, Crossbones or Guardian. Those two don't really crit, but they have Furies or Shocks that help them along with damage.
yeah, those are pretty good. In terms of non-crit champions, the only one I don't have is the only one I do have at rank 3, let alone at all as a 6-star, is Cap Wilson. And I have gotten my use out of him, but like he there's some times where I wish I ranked up a different uh 6-star tech champion over him.
Yeah.
So
Okay. I think I'm getting ready to rank up Rocket. From what I've seen, he's doing pretty good. But yeah, should be a lot of fun.
Yeah. My only complaint about him would be that he's a glass cannon. So, I mean, if I do get ready to spend that 1,500 units, I will have him awakened at least. So that's good.
Yeah.
Yeah. 'Cause I think he. Oh shoot! I've listed out what champions I've gotten in order from the current featured crystal and the last one, and he was my second one that I grabbed from that. I don't think I've gotten a bad champion so far from the current featured crystal, because in order what I've gotten was Miles Morales, then Rocket Raccoon, then Scarlet Witch, which I was surprised by, Quicksilver, so I got the Maximoff twins, one after the other, and
Nice.
then I awakened Bruce Lee, and then my most recent one was Gore.
Cool. Yeah, the awakening on Shang-Chi is pretty dope.
I was about to say, you know that he's totally like based off Bruce Lee.
Yeah.
If no one knew that, I just did like a school project on Shang Chi. It was pretty cool.
Yeah, like that game, oh, all that design and stuff, it does look a lot like Bruce Lee, honestly.
Oh yeah, they definitely watched his films and stuff.
Yeah. Honestly, Shang-Chi in game, he looks more like Bruce Lee than he looks like what I don't want to butcher this guy's name, but Simu Liu
Simu
or
Liu.
something like that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, it's because it was the movie had been delayed, so instead of doing the movie version, they did the brand new comic that came out at the same time. So that's why he's wearing the same suit in the comics like today than he is wearing the MCU.
Because they didn't want to repeat what they did with Black Widow Deadly Origins and Red Guardian, did they?
Exactly. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, that was at the time where everything was getting all mixed up and the release dates were getting pushed back and
Mhm. Yeah.
COVID was happening, so it
Yeah.
was just
Cause
a mess
yeah,
anyway.
yeah, exactly. They all had a halt production, so it screwed over the game.
Right. But now
Yeah,
that
I
everything's
think,
back on track, it should be good.
yeah, with like 8 movies and 8 series per year, basically, at this point.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can't wait to see who else they're gonna bring in next.
Oh yeah, especially we have another crossover next month.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Which
Uh,
which gets me thinking, are we gonna get Kevin Bacon in MCOC?
ooh, that would be nice.
we last weekend we had the Texas MCOC meetup, and Jim was like, "You sure it's Mantis? You know, I'm kind of thinking it's Kevin Bacon."
Absolutely.
Oh, you live in Texas?
Yeah, we Pastor Coco and Jim, and we found Zach Rossi was going to be here in Texas, so we all decided to do a little meetup. So it was pretty awesome. But yeah, I live in Central
Yeah,
Texas.
yeah. So, yeah, I don't think. Yeah, it's funny. In the past couple of months, I've seen stuff for a couple of different meetups amongst a few of the um, MCSC people. I mean, I just heard about yours, but like I saw something for
Vega.
what's the yeah, Vega. Of course, something prior to that, Profoff and Katie Candy were meeting at some sort of bar somewhere. Was it LA or something?
I don't know about that one.
They're on the East Coast. I think Katie Candy's in Pittsburgh, so I'm not sure.
Ooh, Pittsburgh. Yeah, I'm kind of a fan of their hockey team, the Penguins.
Okay.
Oh, my
Yeah,
father's
the
more of
Pens.
a fan than I am, but yeah.
Um, but yeah, I'm trying to get something with Ghost Dog and a few other people together in Indianapolis. Hopefully, I think we'll probably have it at the beginning of the next year because like the holidays and stuff are right around the corner.
Hmm.
So, but yeah, look forward to that.
Yeah, it's funny. don't think there's anybody who lives near where I do in my alliance, because part of my alliance is over in Europe, and my alliance leader lives all the way out in Hawaii, so yeah.
Well, yeah,
You all have to fly out to Hawaii and
yeah.
vacation.
One big vacation for the MCOC community.
Yeah. Um. Yeah, you got something else over there, Jay?
Well, yeah, man. So we didn't talk about your YouTube channel. Do you want to kind of talk about what kind of content you do? Your Road to Paragon series.
Oh yeah, what is it, Pushing P or whatever it is? Like I sort of came up with that name, uh, I guess after I started the challenge because it, I heard of the meme Pushing P and it's like, oh hey, pushing for Paragon, Pushing P. Let's see, the YouTube channel. I'm not sure if I want to upload much of anything anymore. I mean, part of me wants to upload stuff, but um, let's see. How many videos do I currently have? Uh, let's see. My most recent one was from a month ago, where it's a 30-second video of just my ranking up Storm. Before that, I've got like a total of 11 videos prior to that rank up video, including short 1 minute video that was more of a short film project that I was doing with a couple of friends. Um, yeah, so let's see, I think it's like a total of 12 in all. And of course, 11 of those videos are for my progression. And one of them is my account tour video, but my account has definitely made a lot of progress since I've uploaded the last video. Like I I even have I'm not sure if I want to upload much anymore is what I'm saying, but I did upload plenty of videos a couple of months ago. I think it might be the burnout that's causing me not to want to upload anymore.
Are you just feeling a little burnout on the game, or just uploading videos in general?
Um, but the game burnout is just slightly starting to kick in, but I also did another couple of paths in 7.2.6 this morning. That was a lot of revives wasted on Grandmaster trying to get past. Oh, that. Have you guys ever fought the Grandmaster in 7.2?
Not yet.
Not yet.
Oh, eh, yeah. She's got like 6 modes and she just rotates through them. She's not like the other uh mode mode rotation bosses. She actually rotates through them, and she's got 6 of them. And I'm sure you guys know where the 6 is going for in this regard. The different classes in game.
Right, right,
Mm-hmm.
right.
Yeah,
I've
because
watched videos on the Coin Master before.
yeah, each mode is for one champion from each class. The first mode starts out with is the Emma Frost mode where she's
Diamond
got,
form.
yeah, diamond form. And that one's pretty simple for me just because I might not have Maestro and Joe Fixit on my team at the beginning of the quest, but that's the only quest where you get 2 camp replacement nodes, whatever they're called. 2 pit stops to replace your champions on your roster before in to fight against her. So I just use it to hit Joe Fixit and Maestro because Overseer, because the two have this one synergy where basically they're immune to reverse controls. So they're good for that mode.
Nice.
Then I think it's the it's the Invisible Woman Science mode that's got the miss mechanic. I think I use a champion like Hercules for it because he's got the True Sense on his special one, so that's fun to use. But the most pain in the I don't want to demonetize your video on this word. Pain in the behind mode is the Vision Arcus one, where basically if you're up close to her, she's power gaining, and you're far away, you're trying to gain those armor breaks, those passive armor breaks up to 10. It doesn't matter if you're immune or not. This is like probably the only one of the only, if not the only, fights where Doctor Doom can gain an armor break. And yeah, it's a pain in the behind because of the cold snap damage over time. And I think I'm gonna have to double check as to whether or not you can be immune to cold snap or not in that mode as well. Since I've only got like the juiced up path remaining. It seems to be the most painful one, yet it somehow I've heard makes Gwynmaster the easiest to fight because with the node you just build up damage yourself over time, so if you're actually soloing her, then you're definitely going to benefit from the node more. And the path is basically like the path itself is a pain in the behind because you want to land armor breaks on the opponent. Oh, let's see. It's got Armored Assault where they go unblockable with the armor ups. It's got, what's the name of that one node where basically every 10 hits they gain an armor up buff for a long time. I think, what is it, 30 seconds? And so, of course, while they've got that armor up, they're going to be unblockable. There's also Mixmaster. That's fun. And on top of all that, you have an Emma Frost on as one of the champs to fight against. So, yeah, I'm gonna have to build up a lot of revives to complete that path.
Yeah, I need more
Let alone
revives
the
in
boss.
general. I just
More
need
revives in general.
Period. All the revives. um.
Which is why
So
I
go
bought
ahead.
that recent $30 daily card, whatever it is, where you're base. Let me see if I can pull it up. Let's see here. It's cards. Ocean and Energy daily card. And I can't tell if it came with revives, but it definitely came with a lot of health potions that are going to be very beneficial. Level 5 single and team health potions along with the full energy refill. So I get 2 weeks out of that, but hopefully it'll help me get through this last path and with Gwynmaster.
Yeah, very nice. So Battlegrounds just ended, and we all got our rewards finally. Where did you finish, or did you have fun playing Battlegrounds? Are you excited for the next season?
I haven't really heard much about the next season, honestly, and I'm not one of those people who's really gonna progress through Battlegrounds. And I've got a friend who will, but I'm not really wanting to progress through it that much. I
Okay,
might do it here or there, maybe,
more
but
casually then.
Yeah.
more casually.
I
I don't.
I was I'll let you go. Sorry.
I don't think I got past bronze 2 in the last one. I think it's gold 2 or bronze 2, where it's not where I progressed one, but like more than once, basically, in terms of the ranks in that mode.
Right. Go ahead,
Yeah.
Jay.
I've kind of been saying like, yeah, I haven't been really feeling battlegrounds, and I feel much better with it now. I changed my deck to basically like 3 stars and 4 stars, so I only get rosters that are that are the equivalent, and it just feels so much better. Because before I was literally getting maxed out Paragon players every single time when I was just a Throne Breaker. I'm like, this is ridiculous. I lost every single time, and I just changed my deck to the 3 and 4 and kind of been messing with it, with the and yeah, it feels pretty way better than losing every time. Like I like it where I have much more control over my roster and my characters that I choose versus always getting Paragon players. But
Oh, so you
Okay.
don't have to go with your top 30 then? Because
no,
the last time I tried doing that with my
People are
deck,
bringing their
it
2 stars in.
yeah, that's sandbagging. But yeah, I'm not sandbagging where I'm doing like my top
no.
characters and my lowest bottom ones. I'm just doing all 3 stars and yeah, my top 33 stars basically, and then fighting people who are bringing in their 4 and 5 stars or 3 stars. So yeah, it's not bad. I pretty much win like 75% of the time. So not too
Yeah,
How
bad.
the
high did you
last
get into the victory track?
I got right before Vibranium. So what was that?
Really?
Yeah, like I said, it was pretty good.
No crap. I
Yeah.
couldn't get past over 2. Or silver 1.
Yeah, no cap, bro. I'll just
Fighting with my 6 stars.
yeah. I just was not getting. I was not enjoying it at all. And I just changed my deck. Like my brother was like, "Dude, you should like change your deck to 3 stars. Like, why not do it?" And I was like, "Okay," and I did. And I was like, "Oh my god, this is easy." Like, you just pay attention to who you're choosing, who you're banning, and I was like, I actually started to enjoy it. So
Okay. Very nice.
fun fact.
Yeah, I might have to give that a try.
Yeah.
yeah.
It'll be a even playing field, I guess.
Yeah, I just like I
Maybe-
for sure like I didn't feel like it was even playing field when I did it before, so
Yeah.
Not to put off anybody who's planning to do this, but like the last time I tried to do that, I was still going up against Paragon players, so like that was
so you
that
were
was interesting.
what was your
It's like
deck?
I guess it was completely maxed out 4 stars, so
Yeah.
there was 6,000 in terms of prestige and well, hero rating, whatever, including the mastery boost and the but yeah, it was very interesting knowing that I was going in with a deck of 35, 50 4 stars. Meanwhile, I'm going up against people with full decks of 345 rank 3 um 6 stars, and it was a lot of fun.
Yikes.
Yeah.
Sounds like a bad time.
I've for sure. It's kind of strange the way it works. That's why I did 3 stars because it was more safer. And I've heard that the 4 stars, like if you max out the max 34 stars, it'll give you still not a fair fight.
So I guess I'll just rank up my 3 stars and use them instead.
Yeah, and you know there's a lot of fine tuning. Like you can mix in 2 stars. Like it seems like the lower you get, like with your like the hero rating of your top 30, it's what you'll face. It seems like.
Interesting. Yeah.
Bring
Three
Stevie
stars
in
are
and then bring all 2 stars.
Yeah, it's funny because it doesn't even get banned. It's still not fixed. I think where if you ban him, you can still pick him.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and he still counts obviously as a 1 star, so it's kind of funny. It's a guaranteed
Yeah.
win with him playing him.
Oh, little
Pretty
Steve.
much.
Yep.
Yeah, Stevie.
Mhm.
Yeah.
My little symbiote. I'm so glad we got to keep him. That's so cool.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Um,
that was. Yeah, I I don't remember what I got from selling him the first time.
You got a
Back
profile
when we
pic.
had to the profile pic.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, then what was it? A year afterwards, we got some sort of reward message that just gave us another profile pic that just said, "Hey, your summoned symbiote is having fun over in this section of the battle realm somewhere." And
Yeah, I was like, come on. But now he's
come on,
corrupted
give
with
us
Null,
back.
so we finally got him back.
Yeah.
It was a good
Oh,
story. I loved that month. I think that was like my favorite month last year. It was just so well written.
I think the only symbiote I have as a 6-star is Venompool now. I just recently pulled him, so.
Oh, you know it's crazy. I just got a figurine of him today. The
Oh, nice.
yeah, I can share
Hell yeah.
pictures in a second.
Yeah,
Um,
for the longest time, there was like this Civil Warrior figurine at the GameStop
Mm-hmm.
mm, within walking distance of my house, and it was interesting seeing a year ago that they're no longer on the shelves, but I
It
guess they're no
usually
longer on the
happens.
shelves elsewhere. Yeah.
Oh, what Fatu? What the hell? That's usually with those Marvel Legends is that they sell out, or they stay on the shelves until they sell out. But this one was like $100 one. It was made. It was from a Chinese company that do like these things called egg attacks, and they're like basically the size. Like you think it'd be the size of an egg, but it's like the size. It's like huge. It's like 7 inches tall, and it's pretty cool. I have a whole army of them now of Venompools because they've contest champions has done many figurines apparently, and this one
Oh,
isn't even actually officially from Marvel Contest Champions. It's just Marvel comics.
Deadpool. Yeah, I heard once that he only appeared in like one image in the comics somewhere, where it was some sort of Deadpool multiverse thing where it was like the Deadpool version of the Spider-Verse, but he was in a room full of other Deadpools, including, I guess, one that looked like Winnie the Pooh, but Deadpool.
Yeah, that was yeah, basically the story is Kabam Gabe, who former creative director, created him one day. He just had a dream about it. That's what he said, and he created it the next day, and then he put it, and then they made it into the game, and then they found out that he was in a comic book series, a 4 issue comic book from like no one knew about it. Not even Marvel apparently remembered, and so he's technically from the comics. But when Kabam Gabe made him, this version of him is not from the comics. In fact, the comics claim it is now. It's kind of funny the way like like you can see the box in the background. It says Marvel Comics Venompool, but there's not a Marvel Comics Venompool that looks the way our game does.
this is the way our game looks for Venompool is the more modern look for Venompool in the
Yeah,
comics.
yeah, it's the iconic one with like the staples and the chains and there's the buff
Right.
physique. It's funny like we there was even an X Force comic that had Venompool in it, and they made him look like the one in game.
Yeah.
So it's
Yeah,
kind of
it's
cool.
always nice when you see uh, characters pop up in other Marvel properties that um, are in some ways similar to the characters we have in game. There was
Absolutely.
actually a symbiote supreme in one of the 2017 Spider-Man cartoon,
Oh yeah.
and he didn't look the same as in game, but they actually named him Symbiote Supreme, and it was pretty interesting. Also, I find it funny how there's sometimes on the internet I'll just see some thumbnails or whatever, some images that includes the in-game model for some of the champions.
Mm-hmm.
The most recent one I saw was with Null.
Yo, I've seen Mr. King, who's a good friend of ours, will always share stuff in like Discords and Twitter and everything, and he'll find like rock stars sharing like King the Conqueror, but the one from the game for stuff. It's pretty cool that these companies will like look up the character
Yes.
and find the contest one.
It seems like Kang seems to be the most common one aside from what is it, Wolverine? in
Yeah,
terms of
I've
where
seen.
they pop up everywhere.
Yeah, I've seen so many like Gwenpool. I've seen like it's so funny if you just look on the internet. You can find so many.
We need more guillotine.
Yeah, she hasn't shown up in like 3 years in the comics. I don't. It's just Marvel aren't focusing on Europe anymore, so kind of a shame.
Yeah, where'd Elsa go? Oh, what was the most recent appearance of Elsa Bloodstone?
Oh, like actually, like a couple weeks ago.
Oh,
Yeah, she just came back.
He's,
actually, no,
isn't
that makes sense because of the Werewolf by Night special.
Oh yeah, she was awesome in that.
Yeah, her and Werewolf by Night guy and Man Thing. They were pretty interesting. Also, notice how while it was black and white, the only color that actually showed up was red. I think it was
Chaos magic.
specifically on the gen.
Yeah, yeah. She just appeared in the Death of Doctor Strange comics. So.
Oh.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
She had her own cover.
I just shared it.
Yep.
What
there it is.
exactly did Strange die from? Because I know there was recently the Strange Academy thing, and then all of a sudden, Doctor Strange has died, or whatever. It's like, wait, what happened?
Well, he died and came
Which
back.
Academy
So
came out afterwards.
yeah,
Uh,
it doesn't really matter. It was just to make Clea the Sorcerer Supreme, so.
Right.
I didn't read it all. I just know. I just read I was like, I don't really care, especially because it was just a.
Cliff notes.
Yeah, because I was like, okay, he dies and then comes right back. I'm like, what? Why hype this up?
it's not like Strange is the Sorcerer Supreme in the MCU either anymore.
Yeah.
I think Marvel's just tired of labeling Strange as the Supreme. They want somebody else in his place, and since Clea, right?
Yeah, it's Clea.
Yeah.
Yeah, she might have appeared in the recent Multiverse of Madness, but they actually labeled Wong as the Sorcerer Supreme. And then he shows up in
He still
She-Hulk.
is. Yeah, he still is.
But I'm sure. Well, I guess I'm not sure how it works. I guess would Wong have to die for Steven to finally become it, or we just get?
Yeah,
It'll
I
be
don't
interesting.
Yeah, that's crazy.
They might. Oh, I don't know. Maybe they will just keep Wong as the Sorcerer Supreme, and then maybe one day as a joke, if Wong does end up not having the Sorcerer Supreme title anymore, we'll just move on to some other person randomly instead of just going back to Doctor Stephen Strange, just as an MCU joke.
I mean, they also like the only big candidates are really Clea, Strange. Once we get Magic in the MCU, and then Scarlet Witch, and we'll see what the Agatha show if she's on the
Kinda
table.
evil, right?
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, Covenant of Chaos.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think I've heard anything about that animated Spider-Man series that
Oh,
revolves around the
Freshman year.
Holland
yeah, sophomore
freshman
year,
year,
or
yeah.
freshman year.
Freshman year. Yeah.
No, I don't know. I heard it was non-canon, so I didn't really care. I had him wearing like 6 different suits of other characters. I'm like, what the hell?
Yeah,
I saw something about a Daredevil suit, and I was like, "What is going on?"
Yeah. Daredevil's supposed to be
Yeah,
in Norman Osborn, and then I heard I heard there's no news on it, but someone said it was canceled. Other people said it's not. So we'll see whenever it comes out, or if it does.
yeah, rumors are rumors. I mean, what does anybody know whether shoot, the guy in Top Gun and Mission Impossible
Tom Cruise.
was Tom Cruise, yeah. Was he actually gonna be Iron Man in Multiverse of Madness until they cut him out, or was that just a rumor?
Yeah, that was straight up just a rumor, apparently.
Okay.
Yeah.
I assume where it came from is that the original scripts that the original director had it for, like where you're gonna fight, because it wasn't supposed to be multiverse. It was supposed to be it was kind of supposed to be multiverse-ish with Nightmare, and so maybe it was supposed to be that. But the actual people who worked on the film said that was never on the table. It was just a fan theory that spun out of control.
I thought Nightmare was just a rumor as well.
Well, that was originally the script. Like, so basically, the person who did Doctor Strange 1 was going to do Doctor Strange 2, but then the studio didn't agree with what he was doing, and he didn't agree with what they wanted to do, so he left, and then they got Sam Raimi, and basically what we got with the film was Sam Raimi's film.
Yeah. Yeah, it's funny. I know a couple of religious people, and they said that they walked out the theater when I think it was during the invasion of Kamertage, where Wanda was going ballistic and coming out of that gong.
Yeah.
Where
Yeah.
that was when they walked down. It's like, dude, you missed out on all the few kills that are in the movie that aren't um the Illuminati of lenses. Ooh, smartest man on the planet. Hey, my best friend here will say something random and you'll just completely die. Like, really? Was that a smart move from the smartest man in the world? Is he really the smartest man there?
Not in that room, apparently.
Almost as if
um,
it's almost as if they were just ripping off anime, because or in general stuff where actors are just like, hey, here's what I'm gonna do, try and stop me.
yeah, they're announcing the plot.
Yeah, it's
Like, oh, you caught me monologuing.
I read about it, and apparently Sam Raimi, as soon as he heard about how Black Bolt's powers worked, he wrote that scene specifically after he found out how his powers work. He was like wet mouth.
Yeah.
People are still gonna be they're still gonna be annoyed to this day about that.
Yeah, like, okay, so you never say anything, you never really use your mouth for anything other than maybe eating. Your mouth disappears, and then now what? You're just gonna scream and blow your brain out? I mean, you could have just stayed calm the entire time and used your nose or whatever.
I like if you watch in slow motion, you can see that his obviously it blows and it ricochets off his mouth, like his voice, like his the actual sound ricochets off where his mouth got closed and then goes back into his brain, and that's what kills him.
Oh yeah, I saw that. That was pretty funny. With the in his mouth also, or his used to be mouth also glow as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Or like when Wanda kills Professor X, she like takes her hands and rips his like jaw away from his like face. It's gnarly.
Yeah.
Like tears his head two
Too.
different
Yeah.
ways. Yeah.
It feels like the snapping of the neck thing has been overdone recently in terms of kills on screen. Feels overused at this point. I mean,
I
I
guess.
did see it happening when she popped up behind him and then just latched her hands around him. And it was nice seeing that him use his powers.
Yeah, Professor X.
Yeah. Then of course
R.I.P.
there's
Everybody in that
Mr.
room.
Fantastic getting shredded and not in a good way.
Yeah. Like cheese.
Jeez.
You got anything else over there,
Honestly,
Jay? Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
the comparison that I thought of when I saw that was confetti.
Yeah, okay.
Really,
Like ribbon
ugh,
confetti.
yeah, that kind of confetti. What were you gonna ask,
Guess what
Jay?
else over there, Jay?
Oh, you wanted to move on.
Yeah.
Okay. Dang, we're almost at we're already an hour already. It's crazy how fast that goes. If you could add one character to the game, who would it be?
Ooh, um, let's see, I'm not sure, cause uh, You kind of stole it, Jay, so I'm gonna have to think of some. Oh, that kid, Franklin Richards.
Ooh.
I
Ooh.
mean, we've already got young teenagers in the contest with Miss Marvel and Squirrel Girl and Miles and so on. So, like, why not add Franklin Richards?
Well, I can actually give you the answer to that. Let me go to the ranker real quick. The reason why is well, in the comics he was a kid. He's not. He's now a teenager, so for sure.
Yeah.
But the reason my main reason is his powers aren't reliable because in the past like 3 years he still had no powers. He lost them a couple years ago, and to this
Oh,
day,
he did?
yeah. Basically, I don't know why they did this, but like everyone's like Franklin Richards is the most powerful character ever because he created a pocket universe in his bed, and I guess Marvel got
Didn't
tired.
he save his sister or whatever from a stillbirth or whatever, something like that?
Yeah, that too, and then he faked being a mutant this entire time, fooled the entire world. But yeah, a couple years ago he basically was losing his powers for whatever reason. I don't think they still explain that. And basically, the more power he uses, the more time he can't use it. So that's the main reason I think he can't come. But basically, I'll take from quoting Kabam Gabe. His powers are basically being OP. If we make him like the comics, he'll break the game. If we balance him against others, you'll be punching a kid in the face. There's no win-win here, so he can't come.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Guess I'll have to find someone new to. Oh, what was the name of that one character? Warpath or something like that?
Oh yeah.
It's like I liked him in that I want to say X-Men series, but
The
it
Gifted.
wasn't really X-Men.
Yeah, it was the
Gifted,
Gifted.
yeah. Yeah, that was
He was good in that.
a fun series. It's too bad that because of the Fox Disney merger, they didn't really continue that series.
No, yeah, it had been canceled before then, which is a shame.
Uh,
Yeah, I'm
yeah,
hoping I love the mutants. My favorite stuff with Marvel, and I really hope the MCU does justice. Um, I hate that they keep saying that they're trying to like we just got Namor, which was amazing, and
yeah.
I'm excited. I'm hoping they go like straight into mutants, but it seems like they keep delaying it. I'm like, come on, like how?
They
Namor's
seem
labeled
to
a
be
mutant.
slowly going forward with it because in Black Widow, there was this one character in the prison who did the arm wrestling with Red Guardian, and
It's
he
amazing.
Yeah, Ursa
apparently in the
Major.
yeah, he's a mutant in the comics, but I don't think he's an actual mutant in the MCU.
Yeah, it
And
wasn't
then there
confirmed.
was recently we had Professor X, who is basically a mutant, but I don't think they officially said it in the movie, but everybody knows anyways. And then there was Kamala Khan, who may or may not be a mutant in the MCU.
I hope not.
Is I don't think they want to continue the Inhuman stuff anymore.
Yeah, that's the only reason why they're labeling her as a mutant.
It's like, oh, we
Okay.
don't want Inhumans, so we'll just change her genealogy.
So I guess the next step is Deadpool, right?
Yeah, Deadpool
Deadpool
3.
bringing back
World 3
Wolverine.
with Wolverine. Yeah.
Is that gonna be an MCU canon thing or no?
I mean they said it will be. I mean, for sure.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
uh
they,
it's just
Alright.
a matter of how they do it cuz if they're labeling a Deadpool 3, that's not like a reboot, right? That's a full-on continuation of Deadpool 1 and
Of the
2.
series, yeah.
And so,
Deadpool breaks the fourth wall a lot. I think he'll address that in the movie
oh yeah, absolutely.
by
But
talking to the audience.
it might like
Good.
how are they going to do this? He has the time travel wrist watch which he went around his own branch timelines fixing everything. So how does that affect our MCU is going to be interesting. Cuz he's a mutant in that as well, but in the comics he's not.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, another character I would like to add to the game is what was the name of that girl with the bowl cut in the first Deadpool movie? Um,
Negasonic Teenage Wordhead.
Yes.
Is that it?
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle. Yeah, I would want
Yeah.
to add her to the game.
Okay.
Yeah.
Um, which champion would you like to buff in game?
Ooh, ooh. All depends on the buff because as much as Storm Pyramid X is my favorite champion, practically, I would give her a slight buff that would um well, make her more usable, I guess. Not sure in what regards, but I know I would want to make the duration for some things longer. Make her synergies with Storm or Bishop, whichever one. I would want to add that to her kit, where basically she has a longer Tempest duration knockdown. As otherwise, let's see in my 6-star roster who would I want buffed most? Isn't already buffed. I'd say maybe Dormammu.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah. It's like he's got good utility, he's got a damage source, and so if they just made that damage source really powerful and connected better to his power control kit, because it looks like he's practically a failed version of Doctor Doom, but or Magic or whatever. And he actually has double immunities, so
Yeah, the first.
yeah. So doesn't he have some sort of slight healing mechanic that you'd have to be very careful about? So I think I would want to make that more viable as well. Then again, I think Bam's leaning away from that, especially since with Nimrod they barely gave him a healing mechanic at all, and what does he have in the comics?
Like one of the craziest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, another champion I would want to buff is Iron Patriot. Is like I think he was like my second ever 4-star, and I kind of want him overhauled. Not have that, oh, as soon as I've healed once, I'm gonna have a permanent armor break on me the entire rest of the fight that's gonna make me more vulnerable. I think he has that synergy with the Goblin, so
Yeah, Red Goblin. That
yeah.
it will allow him to like regen twice the fight or something like that.
It's 60-second cooldown duration or whatever before healing again.
Right.
Yeah, it definitely makes him a lot better, and if that that's makes him a lot better, but also it does take a while. So
Yeah. What else you got over there, Jay?
Hold on.
What are your thoughts on Shuri and Atuma so far?
Yeah. Sorry, my stick. Like I have a lot of Cam Murdoch stickers, and they just fell off my desk.
Oh, you're all good.
Cat Murdoch stickers. I think I got like 3 keychains once off of Etsy
Yeah.
from Cat Murdoch.
Nice.
They uh, over time got pretty worn down,
Yeah, she
unfortunately.
has the double one. She has the double protection ones. The way she used to do it is she would put the the art on the back of it, and that would get scratched. But now it's in the middle of the acrylic, so it's a lot better now. If you wanted to buy a new one.
Oh yeah, because I noticed that there was some holes popping up in the Magneto one I got, the double-sided Magneto.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I have the standee for that one. It's pretty cool. And that one as well is not a double, the acrylic on both sides. Yeah, I said the same thing. I was like, yeah, like these things are not really standing up because there's no protection for the sticker basically.
The art.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
and so she fixed on her shop.
Nice.
I remember also getting a Professor X sticker for free when I got those 3 keychains. Some sort of thank you note. When you bought your stuff, did you get a thank you note as well?
Yep. Yeah. Every time I buy something from her, she sends a thank you note.
Yeah,
She does it for.
yeah, thank
They're unique to
Thanks,
everyone.
Kat.
Yeah.
She's the best, dude.
Absolutely. I
Um,
one of these days I'll commission her to
Good.
do something for myself and maybe even the show.
Hell yeah. Yeah, I've got a whole thermos, like one of those big Stanley thermoses covered in stickers from Cat Murdoch. Yeah, it's fun. Um, so Shuri and Atuma, what are your thoughts on those guys so far?
you.
Yeah,
Um,
have you fought them yet in the EQ or
I've
S7
fought
stars?
them. I've fought them. The 7 stars, I think I've been avoiding Shuri for the most part, but Atuma is pretty fun when I just throw my 5-star Archangel and my 6-star Magneto House of X together. I use the House of X pre-fight and then just melt him with Archangel. And I also have to be careful about that because he'll build up concussion when the neurotoxins expire because he's always purifying those stuns, the stun
Yeah,
debuffs. Yeah, so it's an interesting mechanic. I hope he turns out well. But for Shuri, I've noticed that she's not doing so well, and she's another champion that right off the bat, I don't even have to play her to know that she kind of needs a tune-up like Gore. Because when I saw, like, what was the video that Karate Mike posted on the Marvel Contest Champions YouTube channel, that one showcased the burst damage off the special 3, and it's like 10% of what you get from Omega Sentinel, and that's with for having the max stacks of both shock debuffs and passives. So a total of, what is it, 198, and it's not a big burst of damage after all that ramp up. She's not really suicide friendly, which doesn't really matter that much to me, but I don't know. There's some nuances with her kit that could. Oh, she is unique with the untouchable mechanic. If I were to mess around with her at some point, that. oh, Which champion would you guys want, Spot or Shuri? They
you
both
mean
got have
Atuma?
that they untouchable, so
Oh, Spot. Okay. I don't know. Spot seems fun. Shuri also seems fun, but you can't fight Daredevil with Shuri. So I don't know.
Yeah. I I didn't really test both of them that much, so I honestly hard to say.
Yeah.
yeah, Miss Mechanic is a Miss Mechanic. It doesn't matter whether you're completely disappearing entirely or not. Daredevil will hit you eventually.
It's pretty.
Yeah.
Doesn't the classic version also do that? Like, that's his only piece of utility other than the evade off of his signature ability?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty funny. His fists go through the quantum realm.
Yep.
Ooh, those are 2 other champions I would want added to the game is Cloak and Dagger.
Oh yeah. I've been telling Kabam, man, they need to do the oh, what's it called? Strikers as like they need to be one champion.
Yeah.
Like I
I
keep.
don't know, like adding them to a kit like they did with the what's it called? The root mechanic?
Mm-hmm.
Like, and they have if they eventually buff Groot, the best champion in game, they might wanna add Root as a mechanic of his, just
Yeah, for sure.
planting opponents to the ground with his roots. Roots. And yeah, the animations will be a little weird, but then again we have what's the new 8.1 boss? Cytalis. She has a special visual animation for the root mechanic for her as well. Notice that there's like 3 champions in game, and the one who introduced the new mechanic is of course guaranteed to be the worst of the 3, Craven the Hunter.
Hmm. It's funny. It's
It's like,
that month that route came out. I was like, dude, this is gonna be for Craven the Hunter, and it was totally true. I was like so happy.
yeah, didn't they say that they basically brought him to the contest because some guy was just spamming in everything? Hey, please release Craven, please release Craven. So
Uh,
they just relented, and so now that we've got Craven, but he's not that good. He's just that champ who's just built to introduce Root as a mechanic, not be good with it, but still have it as his main part of his kit.
it wasn't because of that guy. It was just they recognized that he had been asking for it for like 6 years.
Yeah.
They wanted something
And
for they wanted a Spider villain for the No Way Home month, so that's why they just chose him because we were like, well, we don't have Craven, so let's do it.
yeah.
That's why they chose him.
Well, I believe they asked everybody on YouTube too, and I'm not sure if they like counted all the votes or whatever.
No, that was just to tease. Like they were saying, one classic Spider villains to
Okay.
come.
Yeah.
Like they showed Hydro Man, Craven, Lizard, and someone else. I forgot who it was. Samnon was like the only
Ooh.
one that wasn't on there. I was like, "Are you kidding me?" Because remember
Of course.
we had interviewed Gabe and it seemed like they were working on Sandman.
No, it's
Yeah.
funny. In terms of water type powers in game, there's only 2 champions now, like Atuma and Namor.
Mm-hmm.
And Namor doesn't have anything to do with bleeds in game. He's got the animations and all that, but he only has what? Bleed.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, we've got Atuma who has those Hydro what's-its. So,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, so at
That
least now
hydro
we've got
armor, is that what it is? That's what
Hydration. He's got.
that
hydration.
well
Yeah.
hydro armor is what Namor has.
Oh yeah.
It's like the hydro reflecting armor or something like that is what it's called.
Yeah, but then now we've got Daredevil Hell's Kitchen who has got something similar. Oh, I hope I didn't demonetize this by
Nah,
You're
you're
good.
good.
My channel isn't even monetized. Sadly, we're getting there. I'm like 1,000 watch hours away though.
Huh. Yeah. Well, let's hope that if it does eventually get monetized, this doesn't get demonetized by my saying Daredevil.
Hell's Kitchen.
It's
No.
yeah.
Oh yeah, no.
Yeah.
um. So, can we talk about relics or the lack thereof?
Yeah. No, that was
Are we missing?
interesting.
Are
A
we
little
missing the
delay.
relics this month, guys?
Yeah.
Are we missing them?
Got all the materials in game. What do you mean I can't see any of it?
Yeah.
Maybe I didn't collect
Um.
all of it, but like I went through the Thronebreaker and Cavalier, what is it, Legendary and that Thronebreaker
Elder.
difficulty quit. Elder?
Elder.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Uh family member of mine made a joke about the Thronebreaker title, um having to do with the toilet where it's like, ah yes, I achieved my first 6-star rank 3 at Taco Bell.
Yeah. um. Shoot, Jay, you got another one over there?
Not really. We I guess we can talk about the MCU that like at least recently MCU. We had Wakanda Forever just 2 weeks, like a week and a half ago, and then we have the holiday special for Guardians of the Galaxy next week. So that's pretty exciting.
Yep.
Oh, it's releasing next week?
Mm-hmm.
That's nice.
Yep, on
Ooh.
Friday. Black Friday.
Oh, next Friday.
Yep.
Heck
It'll be
yeah,
nice
dude.
to watch it.
Or Thursday
Second
night.
Marvel special.
Mm-hmm.
Will it technically be the first thing for Phase 5, or is that just on the back end of Phase 4, or is it not attached to the phases at all?
I think it's the last one of Phase 4. Quantum Mania is the first of Phase 5, right?
Okay,
Hold on, I have to look it up. Or maybe.
okay. Do the Marvel specials really count as part of the phases? Which, now that I think of it, do the I Am Groot shorts count as part of Phase 4?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
they're. Well, I don't know. If you want to count them, I guess, because it came out. But yeah, Quantum Mania is the first one of Phase 5. Because it'll be Quantum Mania and Secret Invasion, and then Guardians 3.
Yeah. Secret Invasion with Nick Fury.
Mm-hmm.
No patch, but dang, if he doesn't look more badass without the patch.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, which
Um,
which one
but
looks more threatening? The new look for him without the patch, or um, Phase 1 with the patch? Well, Phase 1/Phase 2.
I like the cataract eye and the seeing the wound.
Yeah. Yeah, because what is it? Showing your wounds makes you look more bold, because it's like, look at me. Look at me. Yeah, Secret
yeah.
Invasion. I think they did
Um,
some sort. Oh, the
but
scrolls are gonna be involved as well. I think the initial tease for that was, I think, what was it? Far From Home. It had the revealed that Nick Fury on Earth was Talos, and that um the actual Nick Fury was just
On the Sword
in
Space Station.
space.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Sword.
yeah.
Or is it really Sword at this point? Because apparently, according to WandaVision, Sword is Earth-based now, for whatever reason.
No, it's Sword. The
It's still cool.
Amelia Clark plays Abigail Brand, who's the leader of Sword in the comics. Who's also a
Honestly,
mutant.
I've never watched Game of Thrones.
Pretty good.
Eh, it was, yeah, because it was that and Walking Dead that were a thing back when I was, ooh, this was probably 8 years ago or so. That I was in fifth grade, and I was just hearing a lot of stuff for both, and honestly, that was my first time getting exposed to the real world at the time, so yeah, that's fun. Just coming out of homeschooling, now that you're going to a school, you start hearing stuff about media and all that stuff, and of course, I first heard of Game of Thrones and Walking Dead, and just found the two interchangeable at the time. That- That's just me half my size.
Okay. Um, is there anything else you guys are looking forward to after this phase 4 is over with?
Uh,
Uh,
I mean,
ooh.
pretty much everything in Phase 5. I'm pretty excited for. I mean, Quantum Mania is next. Once the holiday special is gone. So I'm super excited for that to see what's going on. Um,
With the
Guardians.
Ghostbuster in the movie as well. I
Yeah,
mean, not as a
Yep.
Ghostbuster, but you know what I mean.
yeah. Bill Murray.
Bill
Yeah.
freaking Murray.
Yeah. Honestly, I think. Okay, which movie do you guys like more? Ghostbusters or Groundhog's Day? They're both Bill Murray movies.
Uh,
Um,
that's a hard
that's
one. I like,
yeah,
I like both of
pretty.
them. I love time travel movies, so Groundhog Day is awesome. I like this cool sci-fi movie about ghost hunting, like ghost busting. I don't know. They're both classics too, and obviously those are both movies before I was born.
Yeah, that's the funny thing about Ghostbusters is that Ghostbusters is a classic, but nobody really remembers Ghostbusters 2 was a thing. And now I guess there's two recent movies as well. The
I
female
didn't.
Ghostbusters in 2016 with Chris Hemsworth as part of the cast. I never watched that. Or the recent one with Finn Wolfhard from Stranger Things and the newer one.
And Paul Rudd.
Oh, and Paul Rudd, yeah.
Yeah, I've
It's
seen
like,
that one. That one was really good.
I would think it's good, but I haven't watched it. I think I skipped out on the movie in theaters to watch. Well, what was that at the time? Was it last year with Eternals? Or was it
Eternals came out like
soon?
what was that?
November last year.
May.
Yeah,
Yeah.
November.
November. I'm pretty sure the new Ghostbusters movie was a November release.
I have no idea. I didn't watch it either.
It
Yeah.
was close to Halloween, that's for sure.
I know it got delayed like so many times, so I didn't really care. I had forgotten their marketing for that movie was so odd because they marketed it for a certain release date, then obviously it got delayed, and then they stopped marketing it for like 8 months, and that's why I missed out on a lot of people showing up.
Speaking of odd marketing, have you guys heard of the new Disney movie Strange Worlds?
I know about it.
Yeah,
I've not heard
Oh my
I have
goodness.
not.
Sorry.
I have not seen much about it. Yeah, I've seen a couple of trailers, but like I haven't really seen much about it, honestly. So,
Well, I got the full trailer and I went to see Wakanda Forever, so might not be your theater showing it.
no, I saw the trailer there as well. It
Oh,
was.
well then yeah.
I don't know.
Well, I
feel
meant
more excited about the new Santa Claus movie with oh
David Harbour.
yeah, David Harbour. Yeah.
Yeah.
Who knew you
Yeah,
needed an
he's
R-rated Christmas movie?
yeah, he's gonna be interesting. Like, what is it? A movie about home invasion and all that stuff, and basically he's gonna be well, it's R-rated, so he might as well be killing the home invaders.
Oh, he definitely is.
I've got a candy cane with the inside of your skull and all over it. Like that's essentially the tone I got from it.
All
Dead
right.
silence.
Yeah. uh,
That'll be cut
so
out, right?
yeah, it can be, or not.
Or
Who
not?
knows?
Who knows how YouTube will feel about it?
Oh yeah, YouTube can't cut it out, but when we put it on like Spotify, if you want to, we can.
Yeah.
Oh, you guys have the Spotify? Let me check.
Yeah. Yeah. Spotify, Apple, Google.
You better rate it five
We're on all
stars.
the yeah, we're on all the things. Speaking of which, we're gonna as we wrap this thing up. Do you have anything you want to plug or anything that you're working on recently, Pinhead?
Recently working on. Um, let's see. There's the pushing P before I graduate. Like one of the parameters around the challenge is the fact that I'm trying to push for Paragon before I graduate. But in terms of priorities in my life, it has to come in third place behind work and school. Hmm. Not sure if there's much else that I'm trying to plug in.
All right. Yeah, man. We appreciate you coming on and talking with us about the contest and other Marvel things. Um, yeah. Thanks, man,
Yeah.
for coming by and talking
Yeah.
to us.
Yeah, you're like, yeah, can I come out? You're like, is there any like restrictions for coming on? I was like, no, man. And you were talking about, I was like, your Road to Paragon series, like, your Pushing P would be pretty good to talk about. And obviously, you've been watching the show for a while now, so we appreciate it. And wish you luck.
Absolutely.
Yep. Thanks, guys. Maybe I will post something on YouTube later on down the road when I actually get close. Especially when I get my second rank 4. But
All
I don't
right.
know.
Yeah. Cool, man. I'll definitely be looking forward to it.
Yeah, I put your YouTube in
Alright.
the description and the Discord chat as well, so people can check it out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, like Moose says, I'm on the road to Paragon as well,
Yeah,
so
we all are.
we'll have to catch up on your series. See what you're doing.
Yeah. It'll be interesting the seeing in the YouTube Studio app that, oh hey, randomly my YouTube videos now have been fully watched through for the first time, as opposed to somebody watching the first 2 minutes of longer videos up to 30 seconds of the shorter ones.
Yeah, you're always gonna get that where it's like someone's only watched 10% of your video. Trust me, it'll always be there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Thanks again, everybody, for coming out live and checking us out. You can catch us Spotify, YouTube, and all the other places you listen to your podcasts.
Mm-hmm.
And have a good night.